The University of Miami has provided me just ample opportunity to conduct the type of research that I want to, that is both really essential but also incredibly cutting edge. My name is Kelsey Johnson-Sapp. I'm a third-year Ph.D. student in the Coral Reef Futures Lab under Dr. Andrew Baker at the Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science under the University of Miami. It's been an absolute journey for both me as a scientist and me just as a citizen of the world to be able to incorporate all of my interests into these really vanguard projects that I believe will truly make a difference in Florida's reefs. My research focuses predominantly on locating warmer areas in the ocean along the southeast Florida coast, which we do by using sea surface temperature satellite data. And the purpose of that is that within these warmer areas, we can find potentially more thermally tolerant corals that have been naturally selected from these warmer temperatures to be more thermally tolerant. And that's really significant because we can use these corals to then reseed these cooler degraded assemblages along the southeast Florida coast and use those corals to not only help rebuild the reefs, but also provide really valuable genetic material that can then recombine with these other assemblages and really begin restoring the reefs and build in this climate resilience so that they have the longevity for future generations. It is my hope that 10 years from now, the gap between coral reefs and humanity will close, that people will recognize the importance of these coral reefs. And even though it's really difficult to relate to a coral, it's because it is such an alien world. They don't look anything like us. And so this does create this disparity between people and coral reefs. And I want to close that gap. Taking the time to educate yourself, to explore these topics, to believe in science and have confidence in science and support science so that we can produce this research and progress forward in the conservation of coral reefs. And that starts with being able to explore the coral reefs on a more personal level, even if you aren't able to be there physically. Because if we don't have a stake in them, then there is no impetus for anyone to change their behavior. We have to have a stake. We have to be inspired by these ecosystems in order to save them.